Now, this past Tuesday, the House of Comedy wrapped up its 5th annual Funniest Person with a Day Job contest, with Twin Cities comedians competing for the $1,000 grand prize. And ultimately, the title was awarded to Rana May by what was said to be an incredibly narrow margin. Now, the real story of the night didn't even happen on stage. It happened at the judges' table. During one of the finalists' set, celebrity judge Steve-O Letarte from KDWB's morning show decided to start yelling stuff at the stage. Now, our buddy Gus Lynch, local comedian, was judging the contest along with Steve-O. So, how you doing, Gus?
Hey, good to see you, Tony. Thanks for having me on.
Good to see you also. So, set the scene for me. You're at the judges' table, and who's on stage?
Misha Estrin's on stage. And
Okay.
he's a young comic, very funny, but he kind of takes an anti-comedy approach. He has this thing that he does that where his pace is deliberately slow to the point of absurdity, and it's very funny. And but Steve-O, I guess, didn't think so, because just to my left, I hear somebody scream that they are bored out of their minds.
So this is a judge of the contest yelling at one of the contestants, "Bored out of my mind," during the set.
During his set, exactly right. Like, I looked over to see who would be so classless to heckle at a comedy contest anyway, and imagine my horror when I see that it's one of my fellow judges, you know, slouched in his chair on his umpteenth highball, you know, and heckling one of these contestants.
Now, this is it's one of those things that it's got to be a necessary evil that comedians have to deal with sometimes when they're on stage, maybe at an open mic or a less crowded night. But as far as heckling during a contest, now you're stealing the person's moment away from them.
Oh, right. I mean, you're in the industry, Tony. You know, poor public behavior by FM radio personalities is nothing new. Heckling at a comedy club is nothing new. But an FM personality heckling as he judges a comedy contest, it really does set the bar pretty well for bad behavior by those guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, and we know that this is an important contest for a lot of people. It's how they get their name known. They get out there. It's a launching pad. So you must be pretty mad at Steve-O. If you could just sort of face up to him right now and tell him how you feel, what would you want to say?
Well, I mean, honestly, I said everything I wanted to say to him the night of the contest. I was able to address it over the microphone and apologize to Misha on behalf of the rest of the judges, and I did encourage Steve-O to fornicate with himself continuously in the future.
All right, thank you very much, Gus. We appreciate you coming on with us.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, guys, thanks a lot for having me on. Take care.
All right.